So I just flew in from Dallas, and boy are my arms tired. From punching hijackers! There are hijackers on your plane? Yeah, so we get up to cruising altitude, and the seatbelt sign goes off, and the first hijacker makes his presence known. This businessman, real classy type, stands up and walks towards the front of the plane. I'm thinking, if this hijacker gets to the cockpit, it's all over, so I gotta move fast. So I run up on him, and I cold cock him right there. And all of a sudden, all these hijackers from throughout the plane get up and try to restrain me. Bam, bam, bam! I'm cold cocking them left and right. And these hijackers, they're clever. They're dressed as normal people. Some of them even look like flight attendants. I knock out about a baker's dozen when I hear this voice from the front of the plane. Freeze, U.S. Marshal! Now, how did this hijacker get a gun on the plane? No matter, I charge him. He fires, I duck. He fires again, I duck again. Thank God he was only shooting at that one level. I slide underneath his legs, uppercut him in the testicles. Ding! A bell goes off, his eyes go crossed, and he falls to the ground. I grab the gun, and I say, there's hijackers on this plane, and I'm taking control. To calm everybody's nerves. And then I'm thinking, the cockpit. I gotta go check it out. I hand the gun off to the only person I can trust, a baby. And someone yells, you can't give a gun to a baby. The baby pulls a second gun out of its diaper and said, who said that? Shut that guy up real quick. I say, hell yeah, baby, you do you. And I kick down the door to the cockpit, and what do I find in there? 2 hijackers dressed as pilots. I choke one of them out real quick and then inject the other with a homemade truth serum that I make in my garage. I yell at him, we're the real pilots! He says, we are the real pilots. Damn. This hijacker must have hidden one of those truth serum antidote pills in his back molar and bitten down real hard while I was choking out his pal. But I fancy myself a scientist, so I decide to test out my hypothesis with a second, more foolproof question. I say, am I not the handsomest boy you've ever seen? He says, no, not even close. So I cold cock him right on the spot. I was right. I gotta rework that truth serum recipe when I get home, but I can't think about that right now because no one's flying the plane. So I go out to the passengers and I say, hey, does anybody know how to fly a plane? This guy gets up and says, I do. Classic hijacker talk. So I say, baby, don't let that man get anywhere near that cockpit. I'm flying this plane. Everybody screams in celebration. And I go into the cockpit, toss that hijacker out of the captain's chair, sit down, and boy, do I feel powerful. 300 tons of jet-fueled phallic symbolism in my control. I grab the yoke, turn off that annoying autopilot button, and smash that radio that was stuck on that stupid station with that DJ traffic control, always yapping on about your altitude's too low, your altitude's too low. Just play the hits, pal. Now, flying a plane, it's much like riding a Segway scooter, of which I have several. So I know we gotta build up some speed. So I point the nose of the thing down towards the ground and we start racing. I pull up just in time in a move I like to call the lawnmower. I do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more lawnmowers, and then I fly that plane right into the side of a mountain. No survivors. I'm just messing with ya. Landed that plane safely at LAX. Me and that baby are getting congressional medals of freedom.